There are so many in the past African American leaders.
Right.
30 years ago, 20 years ago.
Okay.
You will see Reverend
Jesse Jackson.
Jesse Jackson, Andrew Young. And then sometimes they were
Obama.
Obama came here.
Okay.
A few years ago, about 5 years ago, 7 years ago.
Right.
He came here. While he was in president.
Yes.
He came here. The first president of America to come to Africa.
Yes.
Yes. But when he was in here alive, Muhammad Ali also came here.
Yes.
But they didn't help him.
They didn't actually create anything productive for the African people. And they had money. They even had personal money that could have helped build. Oh, they had personal money, brother. They had personal money that they could have invested. With the little bit of money that I get a month, I can finance major projects here in Africa.
No, there's need to raise the awareness among African American people and leaders.
Yes.
Because you see, the Chinese, Europeans, Indians, and Europe and white Americans, they know much about Africa more than African American people.
And that's true.
They know very little. I presume.
Yes, you should.
Yeah, they know very little. What we are doing is very good thing to come to Africa, to know the real life of Africa, then try to help from the actual reality of African life. There's a problem in Africa because of the African leaders, but there's a problem in Africa because of European, Indian, and American leaders. They create a lot of problems.
Yes.
They stop the development of Africa. They take natural resources and they go away.
That's what they do. They take the natural resources and starve the people here. Make sure the economics is not as strong as it needs to be for it to progress.
Yes.
You know, so that's part of the tricks that's been going on. With why Africa hasn't progressed further. You know, so
it's come to green the economy becomes smaller and smaller, so that the government, the African government, cannot do much to help the people of Africa, so that they can get the natural resources
raw
and go away.
Yes.
Taking gold, a lot of wheat, they're taking
all the minerals.
All the minerals.
Right. All the values that would benefit the countries if it was only the countries actually knew how to process it. To make out of the raw material to make a true product out of those raw materials and then ship it out.
There's a ship out.
You know what I'm saying? Not sending out the raw materials at a cheap price and get it returned at a high price to come back in the country.
You come bring back commodities very high price. So people cannot buy. If they buy, it takes a long time to buy a very small thing.
Right.
Because they cannot, the economy is small. It becomes more and more every day.
Every day. They make sure it keeps it small. And they come to set up shop. They come to set up shop here in Africa.
Big malls.
Yes.
Big malls. Commodities. Bring back into Africa. Very high price. Make Africa a country of cheap labor.
Oh yeah, that's a major thing. The cheap labor, you know, keep the people poor,
low education, and life.
It's hard for people to continue to move forward and move into the 21st century without having the economic resources to move us forward as a people.
That's good if African American people get aware. They get aware and come back to Africa because they have a lot of exposure.
That's right. That's right.
A lot of exposure. Going up there and come Africa, slowly learn African way of life, how people live in Africa, problems of Africa, then they can get a lot of good things. Because they are Africans.
Right.
They have African feelings.
Yes.
whenever you are in Australia, in America, you should understand some people, you have African feelings.
Yes.
You can know how the Africans feel.
Our spirit is different, but we all the same.
We are the same.
Our spirit is different to other people, but our spirit to each other is the same.
The same.
Yes, yes,
So,
that's
good.
correct. That's correct. I made my journey here on this purpose, to be able to reconnect.
Yes, yes.
You know,
You get it.
and that's
I appreciate your journey.
listen, I appreciate you accepting me.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because we've been told by propaganda
Yes.
in America that Africa don't want us.
No, 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 no.
This
That's not
is
right.
the they don't like
And
it.
I know that.
And that's reality.
Yes, yes.
You know? Then we get Africans who's coming from Africa
Yes, yes.
who lose their whole African identity.
Yeah, that's bad.
And they don't want to associate with the Africans in America
Yes, yes, yes.
because they're told that we don't want to work.
Yes,
We don't
because
want to do nothing.
It's a propaganda from people want to lose the way.
Right.
Yes, it's a propaganda. That's
Okay.
not right.
Right, right.
We are brothers and sisters. Yeah, but there's no good connection. There's no good connection between us.
Right.
Other people are making inspiration for us. We have to explain ourselves.
Oh, one more time. Say that
Yes.
again.
Yes.
Say that one more time.
Yes, we have to explain ourselves. There's no connection between the African Americans and Africans, where we must have a connection and discussion about ourselves and how to solve our problems. There are problems too on both sides regarding understanding of African affairs and African history. So we have to come ourselves and solve our problems, not to allow other people in China or in white America or Europe to explain things to us.
Say-
Not right. We have to explain ourselves.
That's what the brother said.
Yes.
We need to be, the Africans in Africa need to explain themselves,
Yes.
not let the social media or the propaganda
Propagandas.
or just the major media outlets tell their stories about their interest in wanting to have a relationship with us.
Yes.
You know, the reality is we're welcome.
Welcome.
This is the greeting of most Africans, or all Africans, I can't even say most, all Africans who I've met have said, once again, I know I might sound redundant with saying this, because I said it in many other videos that I've been sharing, that Africans want us here.
Yes, yes.
They want us here
You're welcome.
to be able, we're welcome, once again. They all say, you're welcome. You know, we welcome you here.
Welcome you home.
Well,
Home.
I don't know how much confirmation do you all need. You don't, how much more confirmation do you need to hear from us the Africans at home?
Yes, yes.
We're much welcome. This is our land. This
we are
is,
brothers, we are sisters.
look at us. You couldn't even tell where I'm from. If I didn't speak the language of an American speaking language, you couldn't tell. You know, you couldn't tell if he's my big brother or I'm his big brother. You know, I'm wearing all this fur on my chin. You know what I mean? But the fact is, you can't distinguish if I'm straight out of the continent or not. You know, I've been transplanted. That's where I've been rebranded, should I say, as an American. I'm not anyone's property. If any property I belong to, it's Africa. Now I'm an African product. You know, so by me continue to speak with this brother, it just bring us to realization that we need to bring ourselves back home. If we have the economic ability to find ourselves back in the land of Africa, it would benefit Africa tremendously. It would benefit ourselves tremendously. We wouldn't have to worry about the white man stopping us in the street, shooting us in the street. We don't have to worry about them harassing us whenever we go somewhere. Now, one time I seen an African being harassed by any police officer. My whole time here. It's a beautiful thing. I've been so stress-free for not having to worry about when's the next time I'm gonna encounter someone white who has a racist attitude towards me. Excuse the video. The reason why the video is a little shaky is because I'm on a bus going to Mbeya, you know? So I met this brother on the bus. You know, our seats was changed around and all of that kind of stuff. But I'm sitting next to an engineer. You know, this brother is he's a mechanical engineer. You know how important that is within Africa, and his main job at this particular time is working with the power company, the electrical company. This is his brother. If he had the financial resources to be able to finance some projects on his own, he can do some major things without having to be a part of anyone else's company. He can create the electrical company. He has the ability to be able to set it up at least. You know, this is his profession. He's about to retire. He don't have to work for anybody anymore. We need to find a way to finance this brother for him to help Africa out independently of, I don't know if your company is it African or is it a white government company? Government company. He just can be an independent contractor though. He don't have to work directly with, he can do contracts for the government. He just need to help the finances. He need investors to say, you know, I would love to finance that part of the infrastructure. That's an infrastructure need. And the government can't do everything. They can't do it all by itself. So if he's able to get the economic or the financial investment for him to pursue some of those things, it would be a blessing to him. He don't have to work as hard. But at the same time, you know, he'd be employing many other brothers and sisters to do the job that's needed, that Africa needs, you know? So, you know, that's your skill. How many years you been doing work?
27 years.
How many years?
27 years.
7 years. You've been working for this company? You know. How many years have you been an electrical engineer?
About 7 years.
7 years electrical engineer?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That is a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you say you're about to retire.
Yeah, about to retire.
Why are you about to retire though?
Yeah?
Why are you about to retire?
Because I'm almost too tired for working too much.
Oh man, yeah. If you work for yourself, would you be working so much?
Of course, yes. I work again because I want to work in such a way that help others solve problems. That's what main problem I want. Solve problems of others along the villages areas and things like that.
Wow.
People want to do things, but they cannot do because there's a lot of very little knowledge and understanding about how to solve their problems. That's the way I want to do after I retire.
Wow, you know.
That's why I shifted from the city of the country to the remote area of the country. I want after I finish work, then I help people. You know, I appreciate brother your idea because I read about the story about somebody called Max Garvey. He's American. He wanted to come back to Africa. I remember his story. He was very good people. He had the same idea that we have.
This is his idea, brother.
Yes. His idea, yes. Marcus. This is Marcus Garvey.
This is his idea.
Yes.
Everything I'm talking.
Yes.
You heard that, brother?
I read about this history about Marcus. Yes,
You
Marcus.
see, he's talking the story of Marcus Garvey. He
Yes.
said he remembers somebody who had an idea like that in America, who had an idea.
This man here.
Marcus Garvey.
Yes.
You see how, listen, this is the ancestors. It's not me. I just want y'all all to know. It's not me. It's the ancestors that's speaking like this. This brother said, who had an idea like what I'm doing. It's not my idea. This is Marcus Garvey's idea. That's how important it is. You know, Garvey lives. Garvey lives. Once again, Chet, I'm gonna say this to you. Garvey lives.
He had a good idea that we have to check again. His idea is polish it and make a much good idea out of it and implement it. Very, very important.
Oh man, you lifted my spirit, brother.
This man got so many, maybe 100 years ago, 200 years ago. I don't remember when.
It's 100. You was right.
Yes.
This year is 100 years in the United States.
Okay. But it had this idea. Now we have to think again about this. Very, very important. We people of nowadays, we have to think about Marcus' idea and implement it.
Oh my goodness.
Good form.
Oh boy, that's what we're doing. Our reconnection right here is exactly what is happening. We are, the ancestors are busy right now. It's major to realize that Garvey's vision lives and Africans are embracing us for us to live. We're coming back to Africa to do what Garvey was looking forward to doing. We want you all to know your investment in Africa is needed.
Very important.
Let's do Garvey. Race